Hello, if anyone is here yet. If not, hello anyway. I'm not sure how loud this is. The eternal dilemma of streaming, I suppose. Hello! Welcome to an old thing I made at some point. It's called Lode for no reason. This is an RPG that's like, well, it's about that long. And it doesn't have much in the way of story or anything. It's just kind of a thing I made once, but I've never actually, like, documented it, so I kind of wanted to. It's just what I felt like doing today. So that's what I'm doing today, I guess. So there's not really any opening to the game. You just sort of start here. It's got Final Fantasy IV music and Final Fantasy V battle sprites, and then like other graphics from assorted places. And all the characters are clearly knockoffs of Final Fantasy VI ones for some reason. I don't remember all of the reasons I did the things that I did, but I did them. So they're there. They all have their different spells. They start at level 50. Seltzer doesn't have spells because he does something else. And Gerard has knockoff Edgar tools. You can save at any time. Do you start with any items? Yes, you do. They're not even trying to like be knockoffs. They're just rip-offs. It's a little different. There's a lot of RPG Maker VX Ace Yanfly scripts at play here. I'm pretty sure this whole outdoor area right here has nothing in it whatsoever, and it's just there for decoration. So that's fun, right? I guess? You're just supposed to go in the cave. But I feel like if I had made this now, there would have been something in here somewhere. Just like a little Easter egg or something, at least. But no. It's just a barren wasteland. No explanation of why. And here we have the cave. This game is basically just a series of dungeons. Yeah, that is a large space to do nothing with. That's basically a thing, yes. Here we have a battle. Final Fantasy IV music again. I made up all of these enemy names, and they're different colors than they usually are in 5, but they're definitely just ripped out of 5. I think I also have I think I also made the animations for most of these things, so let's find out. I mean, I use them with animation resources that are standard, but we'll see. Yep, that's definitely custom animations. That wasn't, nor was that, but each of the skills the characters do are. The gamble command has like 8 different possible outcomes, I think, I want to say. None of them are as deadly as like, oh, your entire party dies, like they are in actual Final Fantasy. But they're there. I forget what this does. I think it probably just steals MP. There's no reason to not gamble, I don't think. Oh, there it is. That's the one that can screw you over. Well, I mean, that works too. All of the healing items are just like food for some reason, like weird food, and they heal a random amount of percentage that isn't like regular, unlike all of these starting items. You never find more of any of these. You just start with this, and that's all you get of these things. There's a weird moon equivalent for everything instead. I don't remember how exactly this is laid out, but it's kind of sprawling, and I will probably miss something. Here's more things. Scanty, huh? Alright, fair enough. Let's look at some other animations that I've got. That's me importing the dice graphic from Final Fantasy VI casually. Alright. Oh, that is some damage. I think it gets more difficult than that. Also, Ceres is the only one who can... Oh, this is a teleporter. It's not active yet because we haven't found the other end of it. I think most of the treasure chest is just treasure chest or consumables. So they're not very great rewards, honestly, but they're there. The encounter rate might be too high. That seems to be a thing that happens. If I remember right, absorb sucks. But let's find out. I don't remember what's good in this game. That's a silly animation. That's not so bad. I mean, there's probably no reason to use absorb over a healing spell that costs... Why does the heal all allies one cost less than the heal single target one? That's weird. I guess it heals... Okay, the all damage things do cost less because, you know, they do less damage. Let's see what this looks like. I just want to see all these animations, honestly. Well, never mind. My entire party is stopped. Thanks, Seltzer. That's what you get for gambling. You get frozen in place while moon monsters chew out your insides or whatever, you know. I think stop has like a chance of going away and it's not for some reason, so that's great. This is a great game that I made, yeah. Okay, I can fix this. I can stop gambling for a second. Confusion is probably one of the more useful things to just randomly spam, I guess. Okay, that's a weak heal. So the absorb heals more than the heal everything thing does. And Ceres only has the heal allies thing, and not the heal one thing. Stop gambling. It's bad for you. Yeah, absorb moves are often not so good for some reason. I still want to see what that looks like. Okay, it looks like that. That's a really lame animation. That's a good animation, I guess. I didn't get sued by Square because, like, about 5 people played this and it was never sold for money. That's how. That's probably the only reason. I mean, it is kind of blatant. I had grander plans to make, like... Wait, I think I'm just going backwards. I don't even know. I had grander plans to make, like, rip-offs of other Final Fantasy games as other sections of this, and then they'd all come together in the end or something. This monster is called Strawcap, which is backwards, spelled backwards. So that exists. What does this look like? I'm gonna gamble again, even though it's screwed me over. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that's just a recolored animation. That's a stock one. Probably the way to go is just to spam area attacks for a while. Especially the confusion one. It doesn't seem to work on some enemies, but whatever. Okay, I don't think this is backwards. There are a few good items in treasure chests that aren't just healing items somewhere. Looney, because it's the moon. And it's a bunny, so it's like a Looney Tune, I guess. I don't know. Some of my enemy names are more clever than others from this bygone era. I think Blind is also typically pretty good. The way Seltzer's attack is... Oh, you jerk. The way Seltzer's attack is coded, it's just like a giant event branch that's like... Roll a variable. If it's this variable, do that thing. If it's this variable, do this thing. If it's that one, and so on. It's not as large as some code could be, probably, but it's up there. Whoops. This game doesn't like running when you click off of it. Also, Seltzer's G diffuser attack spends your gold to attack, and it's just a random Star Fox reference. This game is very referential, I suppose. It's alright. Big Macintosh. That's an apple, because that's like a type of apple that's real. But it's, I was into ponies at this point in my life, so that's what that apple's doing there. Oh, here's one of the best enemy names, just Pile. I like that one. I should have spelt it Pile with like I in the name, like the eyeballs that are all over it, but I didn't. Hindsight is better at puns. I think all of the gambling outcomes are equally probable, so... Joker isn't especially rare or anything, so you can screw yourself over fairly often. At least that's what I remember. Should probably conserve MP some. Also, I haven't been paying too much attention to how decent the default attacks are. They're okay, I guess. Seltzer's is better to make up for the fact that his other thing that he can do is unreliable. Really, I should be making Sarah like spam those, and then because she can recover her MP, and then everyone else can just do whatever they want to. That's not how you use a spear at all. Hey, a carrot. I guess. I guess I didn't have anything creative for moon carrots. I just have carrots. So there's some money. I don't even know if there are shops in this game. Zappa is a sword that's bolt element. Summoning Gilgamesh would have been a cool idea, probably. But I wasn't in the business of cool ideas back then. Who do I want to give this to? I guess Tella can take it. So this is the warp thing I mentioned earlier. It's now active here. I think that's just because this is a dead end. And I felt like being generous at that point. I think you can just run straight forward, and it's not the correct way to go, but it's there. I can now use G-Diffuser since I have money for it. I think Tech Laser kinda sucks, if I remember right. Also, there's a lot of missing and evading going on, so that's interesting. Yeah, that kinda sucks. It's much more worth it to just spread status effects, I think. Is the poison one decent, maybe? Well, poison... I don't know if poison's good. Poison sucks. Alright, fair enough. The characters are almost leveling up. They will actually do things when they level up. Oh, here's a recovery point. You can save anywhere, so it's not a save point. It's just a recovery point. A ruby. Okay. Rubies restore MP, because I guess they just do that. Maybe there are some more common gambles than others. I think Flush might be more common. That would make sense because of what it's based on. There should be some that are more or less common. I don't know if I did the proper thing and made that so, but it would be better if it was true. Alright, levels up. These stats are all just like default RPG Maker stat curves, I think, so they may or may not be meaningful. Jewel is a new thing, so that's fun. It's important to remember what level she learned Jewel at, I'm pretty sure. You might see why later. That's an arbitrary number amount. It's probably funny because it's an ascending number of numbers, because it's 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's hilarious. Or something. Yep, I made Pearl the element because Final Fantasy VI, after all. Of course. Oh yeah, you can heal sometimes. I forgot. sleep attack. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure, why not? I'm not really keeping track of what is weak to what or anything. Okay. Who's ready for the first boss fight? Oh boy. The hole in the wall is the first boss, because of course it is, right? Sure. Let's see if I can actually do anything interesting to this. So there's one tool that Gerard has that adds elemental weaknesses at random, and this is the best tool that you've got for dealing with boss fights in this game, typically. Oh, that does work. Okay. So now you're weak to Earth, Wind, and Pearl. Fair enough. I don't remember what you're supposed to be weak to. But I do have a Pearl spell. You can see the weaknesses there because of the status effects. And I do have an Earth thing. Okay, you're immune to lightning. That's a lot of damage. You're almost dead already. So this game isn't very balanced, I guess, is what I'm remembering. But I didn't have any record of it, so... Hooray! And so it is that the first accessory... Oh. Whoops. Seltzer probably should have a water element move, yeah. Welcome to the sewer dungeon. Or the waterway, as it is called. So it is that there's a life ring that gradually recovers HP, just like the first accessory in Super Coat Pockets Battle Extreme that you get from the bonus dungeon that does the same thing. Hooray, I guess. I don't know. And a moon root, I believe, is another MP healing item. No, it's an HP one. Alright. So I think all the MP heals are jewels. Security Express. Alright, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm ripping off my own dang self. How about that? Isn't that impressive? Alright, so I know these things are weak to lightning because they're robots and I wasn't very creative. And it says right there, so yeah. All the enemies seem to be using default RPG Maker VX skills for the most part. I'm pretty sure that changes later on. At least, I hope so. I do like some of the enemy names. Even if they're just like recolored Final Fantasy V sprites, I still like them sometimes. Jewel is really powerful. It's a good thing she can restore her MP. So anyway, the gimmick of this dungeon is that there's switches that you have to pull to open gates. Wow, it's very impressive. Yep, Murderbot saying a prayer to bless their weapon, as one does. Weapon Bless and Armor Bless were default skills. Carbuncle, because it's like Carbuncle, but it's terrible. Wow. I remember last time I played this, I groaned upon rediscovering that particular enemy name. And now I'm groaning again. Oh boy. Okay, it only hit Pella. It wasn't me, it was me in the past. It's different. I'm sorry. Okay, enemies are a lot beefier now, it would seem. There is some beef present, even though they're mostly fish. I'm gonna have to try different tactics, like using that attack, for example. They do a lot of damage to each other when they're confused. I think there must be some kind of weird thing in this engine where if an enemy's confused and then gets hit and breaks confusion before its turn, it uses its turn to just do nothing. Because that's what the waiting is about, I assume. That's a weird quirk, I suppose. Oh, critical hit. Alright. Yay, carrots! This game relies too heavily on consumables as rewards, and it's not really rewarding. What do we have here? Pond scum and algae. Alright, fair enough. I think most of the things in here are probably weak to lightning because they're all water-based or robots. Okay, algae's weak to fire. That's probably not how nature works, but you know, whatever. Now everyone's poisoned. I didn't even change paralysis attack to be called stop attack or something, even though I changed the name of the status. Come on, me. Come on, past me. You have not put enough effort into basic things. Dang it. Oh, okay, it only stopped the enemies that time. That's good. How do you miss yourself? I don't know, but you can do it. It's possible. I haven't been paying too much attention to how much damage I've been taking. Also, how do you miss something that's stopped? Oh well. I guess you get too enthusiastic about your swinging and don't even try. So every time you pull a switch, there's an encounter with an increasing number of security robots. I mean, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. I forget how the damage of D-diffuser is determined. There must be some way. If I remember right, the fights in this game get kind of tedious. I mean, they already kind of are. But, well, you know. I think the AI for the guard robots is always just like, raise their attack, then raise their defense, then do anything. So if you can kill them quick enough, which is apparently pretty simple, they don't really pose much of a threat. Ah, the thank you card. See, this is a joke because Seltzer usually is based on Setzer, who uses cards and other gambling things. So instead of like the card you would expect, it's a different kind of card. And it says reply immediately. I think that actually goes first whenever he attacks with it. The bracer is an accessory that does something. Wait, no it's not. It's a shield that increases attack. Alright, fair enough. Not that attack means a lot. This is the secret village. It's not very secret. It's pretty obvious, really. It's got dog moogles or something. Koopa Woof, indeed. I think this is the only store in the game. Meteorate. I'll let that one sink in for a second. Oh, you can buy revives. Why are they so cheap? Whatever. I wasn't a woo then. 5,000 gold for a rest at the inn. Alright. I forget if this does something special. So maybe it's justified. It's probably not, though. It's not. Okay. Where's the music? There it is. This is a really wide open room with nothing in it. I forget. I think one of these says what the name of them is. Alright, that's kind of funny. That's a little bit funny. If only they did actually join your party. This game has a lot of wide open spaces that don't have anything useful in them. And also the music doesn't loop well. Take your time fading out, my city of music. I thought one of these said what their village was. Well, they just say welcome to the village. They don't explain themselves. I forget what they're called. They have a name, I'm sure. Anyway. Once you pull all the switches, that bridge becomes complete, by the way. Oh yeah, here's the best enemy in the game. The Dwuk. Inspired by that one time Rome played Duck Hunt on Thanksgiving, and it had a W in place of the U for some reason. It's just an Earthbound sprite with a Viking helmet on it, and it's recolored. Why? I don't know. It's because I'm wacky, I guess. But it is the best enemy. They breathe fire for some reason. Why? I don't know. Once again, I do not know. I have no idea. Yeah, the thank you card goes first. W is a vowel in Welsh? Alright, I can believe that. Hey, only Tella is lacking HP. Clearly I should use the drain spell. Yeah. Oh, well, okay, you can crit too. Ruin my trying to make use out of the thing that sucks. Oh no, 4,444 gold. That's bad. Now for 3 robots. Wait, why did I... If Weapon Bless hits the entire group, why do they all cast it? What am I doing past... What is my past self's problem? I don't know why I did that. Oh well. Real effort in that G diffuser animation. It just goes cha-ching, and it's the basic hit. You can't stack your buffs, robots. Not in this game. You done screwed up. I guess it sort of makes sense when there are less of them. Hello, yes, this is ancient artifacts created by me at some point. It's not given a date, I don't think. So I don't know when it's from exactly. Wait, you just cast that. Why are you still casting that? For a thing called Security Express, they're really bad at the express part. And the security part. Tella has Jewel now. Hooray! But remember that Saris learned Jewel at level 51. It's important. You'll learn why it's important, potentially. Let's see if running away is a good idea. Ah, the default escape message that, doesn't grammatically make sense in most contexts. It also calls everything an it. That's fun. Oh dear. Alright, tedious fighting it is. And I don't have enough money to use G diffuser anymore. Okay, I mean that's what I'm doing this turn. Fair. Okay, you can stop that now. Oh wait, that can crit for some reason. Critical healing is always kind of funny. It's not something that shows up very often in games. I mean, like, the only commercial game I can think of is probably Final Fantasy XIV. That has critical heals in it. Yeah, there's ice damage and more ice damage. But one of them hits all of the enemies instead of just one. I think later you might get even more fire damage, or maybe most fire damage. Either one of those is possible. There's definitely one spell that you get that's not worth ever using, because it hits you too. I mean, it has a cool animation, but that's about it. So, I'll probably show it at least once when I get there. I guess it's a good thing that the game mostly rewards you with consumables when it's got tedious fights everywhere. It is pretty funny to have more and... the meteorite. The best healing item, I think. Well, no. One of the best, not the best. Oh, it's the same fight again. Alright. I have no idea if the combo meter in the top right actually does anything. I think it was just part of the Battle Engine plugin, or script that I stole. By which I mean used because they're intended to be used by other people. I think it's just a part of that script that didn't do anything by itself, but could be used to do something? Oh dear. Ah, crap. Dang it, Seltzer. You are questionably designed as heck. Well, at least you can do okay damage. Probably if you're gonna have random effects, don't have one that can mess up the player when it's like a better option to gamble on the randomness than it is to ever actually like just do regular stuff most of the time. These are things I have learned, perhaps. At least I like to think I have learned. Unless I decide to make an RPG that's intentionally terrible. Did you know that with Yanfly plugins in RPG Maker MV, you can have like a... Well, most RPGs, or a lot of them, have like front row and back row, right? With Yanfly, if you wanted to, you could have 10 separate rows in the party, and probably like way more than that in terms of active battle participants. I don't actually know what the limit on the max party size is in Yanfly's plugins, but yeah. You're right. I think most of the random possibilities that Seltzer can draw are typically better than just using your regular attack, because regular attacks in this game are not very good. Also, Dwucks are weak to fire while using fire. That's interesting. Okay, dice inherits the element of your weapon, which in this case would be fire, which is why they're weak to it. They're also weak to that, apparently. Osmo's sword probably doesn't heal enough MP either. It's not the best game. The minimum maximum range of that dice attack is probably as varied as I could make it. Because, well, it's supposed to be random damage. When it says random damage, it means as random as it could be. I don't actually have RPG Maker VX Ace anymore, or like on this computer, because I never legally owned it. So it's not on my Steam account. So I can't like look at this game's innards and see what all the things are. So yeah, there's a lot of dumb stuff in this game. I mean, that's why I wanted to show it and document it. Because basically most of my old things have both good ideas and bad ideas. Not that I have too many old things to speak about, but there are good ideas in this and there are bad ideas in this, just like with Super Coat Pockets Battle Extreme. Oh, the dice can even critical hit, so the damage is even more random. Also, I've noticed that I'm only fighting 3 sentry robots instead of 4, even though I said that they were increasing in number. So I guess they're not exactly increasing in number. If this game had a lower encounter rate, it would probably be half as long. That's a good sign, right? MP heals are much rarer than HP heals. That's good too, right? Oh boy, I think this is a special item? Quarterstaff. It's funny because quarter was the name of a Woolseyism. Yay! Okay. Who can use that? I think only Gerard can use that? Alright. You'll notice how my strategy for basically every battle has been identical. That's the mark of good game design. Not really. Let's take a a look at that staff. I'm sure it's impressive. It's not. Oh, well, that's a decent damage number, actually. The basic animation that it has does look nice with the swinging of the weapon, if I had to be charitable. Seltzer is smacking the monster with an envelope because the joke with Seltzer is that he's based on Setzer, who used cards as weapons, and this is a thank you card instead of the kind of card you expect a gambler to have. It's a joke. It's funny, and you're supposed to laugh. Maybe I should do single target attacks instead. That might actually be faster. You missed... I think you also missed the fish enemy that was named Carpuncle instead of Carbuncle, which is probably the most groan-worthy thing in the game. Well, okay, one of them. Soon we will get to silly things. Yeah, heal the enemy that I haven't hit yet. Good idea. I believe there are only like 3 big areas in this game, and this is the second one. Also, hello. There's another person who is joining. I just noticed. Getting close to that next level. Oh boy, oh boy. I should save too. You can save anywhere, but I keep forgetting to do it. Is this the 4? Yep, this is the stack of 4 robots. This is like, okay, how can I arrange these to be amusing? The layering isn't exactly good, let's say, but this is kind of funny. 197, 241, 297. Well, it varies less than it could sometimes. What on earth is a good response to a lot of my things that I do, I think. But we're not on Earth. This game takes place on the moon! Or a moon of something. Because it just uses Final Fantasy IV themes and music, by which I mean there's a moon in it. Yay! These robots are really badly named. They don't do anything expressly, they just buff each other forever. I don't get it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh! They do something sometimes. Good thing I blinded them, I think. Don't badmouth your old robots or else they will kill you. Oh no, Seltzer is going to have an uneven level. No, he won't. Wait. He leveled up anyway, but the meter didn't go up. That's a bug. Alright. Oh, and death doesn't last. That's fine. No. Given that I'm given this teleport thing, and I know that the game gets harder, and revives are extremely inexpensive for some reason, I'm gonna buy 30 of them. You know, why not? I wonder what the best value for these is. I'm gonna buy cheese. It's a village on the moon full of dog moogles. That's regular. Oh, I forgot about this part. This is the worst part. Okay, so this is the labyrinth. This is also, I think, a reference to Super Code Pockets Battle Extreme, because there was a place called the Labyrinth in that, and there was water you had to turn off, and that's what you have to do here. You thought this part was over, so did I. It's not. Alright. I think it's barely a maze, but I might be remembering wrong. Because I misremembered that this didn't exist, so... I think this is the point where it drags. Like, if it wasn't dragging already, this is where it would be dragging. But there's still some goofy stuff to see, so I still want to go through with it. Oh. I think eventually I will have a weapon that's decent enough to stop gambling altogether. Maybe. At least I hope so. I think this whole RPG is a segment that takes forever. Rather than, like, any individual piece of it being that way. Hey, I just realized I named a class Machinist or Machinist or however you choose to say that word before Final Fantasy XIV did. So Square stole back from me is what that means, clearly. This area should have at least had a different enemy type selection, come on. Yeah, I like the guy named Seltzer. It's like Setzer from Final Fantasy VI, but it's not Setzer. That's the joke. I think running away is too unreliable to do still. There's more meteorite. Yeah, I think this is actually a maze, after all. You have to find like 4 points in this maze, I think. Maybe the group attacks are cheaper because you're supposed to spam them all the time? That doesn't seem like a good game design, but it's there. It's funny how there are so many HP consumables when HP is hardly a valuable resource in this game. Kainekenjaru. That is a katana that is named after, I think, the name of the cat people race in Pink's old video game RPG thing that she made? I think? But it's also just like, haha, there's Japanese words in the katanas like Zentetsuken. It's funny, right? I need to go back in time and punch my old self in the face, I think. I'd probably miss. I don't think its instant death KO chance thing is probably too low to be worthwhile, but I'll find out. Lisa. But oh, okay. I can at least agree that I'm more adorable now than I used to be, if nothing else. Dang it, Seltzer. You dingus. Ow. I guess this thing resists physical. This is probably the point where I want to try running away more often, even though it's not reliable, because there's so little in the way of MP restoration. I'm also probably going to get lost in this maze for a while, because it sucks. Here's a door. I opened it. Wow, it worked. So there's a warp, I believe. That will go back to the... Oh, it's a one-way warp! Great! I didn't remember that it was one way. Thanks, past me. I'm gonna go back in time and kick you in the shins. As well as the aforementioned face punching. Didn't Bravely Default just let you turn encounters off, though? So you could just be like, okay, I don't want my resources drained after all. I mean, not that Bravely Default's good or anything, but I think it had that option, didn't it? Wow, this is a lot faster when you run, I think. If I even know where I am. Which I don't. This is a... This might be an... No. This is where I was, I think. Oh. Yeah, okay. So it was either really boring or really annoying. And not anything in between. I'm not gonna draw a map of this thing. That's nonsense. That's what I was supposed to do. Dwuck! Yes, there are Dwuck. Hello, you've gotten to the part where I'm running away from everything. Because there's not enough resources to go around. There was a carp uncle in that battle. Alright, so remember, there's 4 buttons to press in this segment. Oh, there's an MP restoration item, just one of them. It does restore 400, so I guess it's alright. Okay, fine, I'll fight a little. Because I'm pretty sure there's some skills that each character gets that I don't have yet. So I do need to level up. I swear, we'll get to the fun parts of this game sometime. I think they exist. It is still kind of fun for me just to look back at something old that I made in general. No matter how good or bad it is. When I did that with Super Code Pockets Battle Extreme, in my Let's Play of that, I found a lot of things that I actually liked about it, instead of just hating it forever. This game, I think, honestly might be worse. It's much less of a game, for one thing. It's like an hour and a half long. There's another button to press at some point. Ah, so you fight some of these in the wild. Alright. I guess I did add at least one enemy encounter to the random encounters after the last segment. Even if they're really stupid. Oh, I can give Ceres the weapon that Tella used to have, I think. Now that Tella's not using it anymore. Can I do that from the menu? Ah, I can. Because I wanted to put every option in the menu in this game. Clutter be darned. I have not seen the instant KO effect of that weapon Tella's got work at all so far. Don't go in the warp, it's a trap, because you'll just have to take a longer time to get back here. What I would do now, I think, would be to make that light healing thing that is random from Gamble also heal MP, maybe? I do a lot of other things. Yep, G Diffuser! That's an attack that spends gold, or G, I suppose, in order to do damage. It's also a Star Fox 64 joke. Because there's jokes everywhere in this game, and none of them are any good. Well, okay, that one's alright. I'm being a little harsh on this game, I think. I'm not sure why Dwucks are weak to fire, but also breathe it still. Ah, Tella learned Petrify. I'm sure that's useless. There is one shop, and we've already been past it. So, really, gold is a resource for your attack, I guess. I don't think there are any other shops. Now, where else the heck do I go? Okay, this is down from the start, actually. Chompy, that's surprisingly logical. I'm going to have to ask you to think of something that makes less sense. Oh, that's true. Humans are weak to carbon dioxide. It's funny that you mention an upcoming exam, too. Remember how I told you to remember the level that Ceres learned to Jewel at? We're not there yet, but it's coming. That time, nobody got hit by Joker. It's really hard to tell, also, when the KO effect from the sword takes hold, because whenever you kill something, the way this engine works just says plus KO on any time something dies, so it doesn't really describe anything. That's the way I went, I think. See, I'm already lost, by the way. Okay, here's some more stuff. Wonderbolts! Here's the I Was Into Ponies Part 2. A revolutionary bit of technology that takes two hands. It's also a crossbow, so it's also a pun. Because it's the bolt that you shoot. The bolt. I think there's only one water spout left now, though. It's probably back this way. I only have myself to blame for most of this game, in fact, because I made it, so, you know. Let's see if the Wonderbolt does anything cool. It probably does. Oh, dang it. Okay, it attacks twice, I guess. That's alright. But the Sewer Gator resisted whatever element it was. How about the Dwuck, then? I like the tiny bomb animation, at least. Okay, I think it's probably Bolt element, as would make sense. So, Girard has an alright offensive option at this point. Sewer Gators resist like everything. I could use the make things like weak to elements button, but I mean it is free. There's no reason not to, except that it's a random encounter. I do actually like the skill that adds random elemental weaknesses to the target. It's probably too good, but I like adding weaknesses as a mechanic. Yeah, Sewer Gator's probably not worth fighting. Most of the things in this game, probably not worth fighting. But there's still abilities that I don't have, and I happen to know this, so... Hey Chompy, this game has your favorite thing, plants that are weak to fire. In this case, algae is weak to fire, which is probably even worse than usual. That was a waste of money. Please explain, Professor Chompy, to the class why plants being weak to fire is stupid and bad. If you will. Wait, what? That thing dodged and then died. I don't know why that happened. But I think the last thing's probably over here. Maybe? I certainly hope so. There's Sewer Gators. And there's the Chompy explanation for why plants being weak to fire is bad. Sewer Gators are so not worth fighting that they're incredibly hard to run from as well. Apparently. Alright. You hooligans. I'll deal with you. There should have been a money element, I think. Okay, so the modifier is a really good ability. And I should be using it even in random encounters. In one of the RPGs I'm working on that still doesn't have a name, and I might get too sidetracked by this other RPG I just started working on to ever finish it. Who knows? The plant lady is weak to darkness instead of fire, because she is light element. So hooray for me, I guess. Oh, you can just dodge that then. Past me doesn't know the meaning of balance, that is correct. I feel like darkness is a decent answer to what plants should be weak to, because I mean, yeah, plants survive at nighttime and such, but they also rely on light to photosynthesize? I'd like to think current me is better at balancing. I can't prove it, because I haven't made anything recently, but... Oh wait, this is not the correct way. So where is the last one? Unless there are only 3. No, there's 4. This is the worst part of the game, by the way. If you didn't know. Well, that's all my MP restoring items in the whole game, so they're gone. Maybe there was something else over here somewhere? I honestly don't know. This automatic escape message is accidentally pretty demeaning. Oh, there's something over here. Eusebia. A legendary sword found in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Oh, it's two-handed. Let's see if it does anything fancy. It probably doesn't. It probably has a fancy animation, but that's it, because I didn't make weapons, like, worth anything. Okay, it crit. Maybe it crits often, I don't know. I think it's a legendary sword that's just lying there as a joke about how silly that is as a concept. More than anything. not much of a joke, I don't think. Oh wait, algae wasn't weak to fire there. That's a good point too. I don't think anyone would want to look for stuff in this area. It probably resisted the fire weapon because it was also physical. Yeah, that was it. That was why. The stop status really sucks in this game too. Okay, so I have no idea where the last thing is. I don't think it's sneakily hidden like in a sink or something. Which would make sense in a weird backwards way, but it would be terrible. It's probably up there in that door that we just saw, actually. Let me out! Thank you. So can I... Oh, it was actually obvious this whole time. That should be all of them. And there's obviously a boss fight right here. I forget what this says. Let's find out. It goes, wee! Pentapod. Alright, sure. This is the second boss of the game. I don't remember what it does, but it's probably not too bad. That's weaker than just the regular wave attack that happened earlier. Ah well. Let's make more weaknesses. Okay. Oh, that's painful. Well, now that it's weak to Pearl, it's basically dead. Rip in pieces, as they say. That's true. Everybody loves Pearl. I should just be using the Wonderbolt with Gerard. I guess I forgot. Anyway, it's dead now. That was less painful than some of the random encounters, probably. I guess it must be 56 when they learn things, maybe. The reason that this element is named Pearl is because of Woolsey's Final Fantasy VI, by the way. Welcome to the library. It's got two doors that go back to that place for some reason. This is the last area of the game. Big Winnings was found. That's grammar. So, this is Seltzer's ultimate weapon, I guess. It's just a sack of money. Which is kind of funny, to be honest. What do we have in here? Appendix and prologue. The names of the enemies in this area are kind of funny, I think. If I remember right. So at least there's that. All these hue shifted Final Fantasy V sprites. Good grief. Oh no! My attack power that I was using. Kind of. I wonder how I decided the MP amounts that should be, or no, the EXP amounts that things cost or give, or I'm saying words. Yay, couches. Spell checker and bibliography. Alright, because those were originally level checker and biblos, you see. More weapon curse. It's like the game is trying to actively disincentivize you from... Okay, sometimes Gamble does nothing, apparently. I think that's probably a bug. I don't think that was intentional. The game is probably trying to tell you not to use regular attacks, like more than it was before. Oh, okay. I think Spirit is magic defense? Maybe? I honestly don't know. Whatever. I think the things in here have a higher drop rate also. No, Spirit is just magic, everything. This is like Gen 1 Pokemon rules. What's this? A rudimentary puzzle? Whoops. Typeface and prologues. I like the enemy names in the library. There is no block sliding puzzle in any of my games so far, but I might change that, I don't know. There's also no slidey ice puzzle floor things, but I could also change that, because I know how to do it. There are specific plugins just for sliding ice puzzles, in fact. Yeah, there's a lot of healing items here. And also this handy recovery thing. Okay, that's what opens when you have all the books. There's the west wing and the east wing, if I remember right. That doorway is much wider than the door itself. So... oh, this is the part. Once we're... okay. We're excited. An epilogue. Oh no. I think this is the part. Dang it, Seltzer. Platinum Helm. Is this the only armor, other than the bracer that's in the entire game? Probably. There's probably platinum armor too. Is this the part? I think this is the part. No, it's not. That's the other part. That's the part. Actually. This is just a puzzle of where can you actually walk here. There's a ruby, that's helpful. There's platinum armor. I remember the ice puzzles in X and Y with the breaking them using diagonals thing. Oh no, the table of contents is here. Confusion's a little less useful when literally everything breaks the enemies out of it, and Gerard goes first. Probably. I don't think I have anything called the Thesaurus in here, which is really unfortunate because I should have. It's like a really obvious joke. There's probably even a... oh dear. There's probably even a dinosaur in Final Fantasy V. There definitely is, in fact. Well, there's a dragon. Or multiple. "56 must be the level when... Wow, an apple. And a shield. That one will have to go to someone else. Everyone has like a different... oh... Everyone has a two-handed weapon now, so the shields don't really do anything. Everyone knows that the works cited section is unholy and is vulnerable to pearl attacks. That's a true fact. This does mean we're approaching one of the silly boss fights that's in this game. It's probably works cited because I hated essays. Or something like that. Oh, dang it. Seltzer, you butthole. Oh, you absorb darkness. I see. I mean, that should have been obvious, probably. Welcome to the worst thing. Okay, stops. It's now only sort of terrible. I don't think there's a bookmark either. So I had like the less obvious things. Ah, boy, terrible magic. I think Judgment's alright, actually. But I think Divide and Nova are both useless. Because Nova hurts you. Hello. There's dialogue in this game, wow. And now, behold, terrible boss fights. Because I don't have words for this, really. This is just a thing that exists, and you're gonna have to deal with it, I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot to use Petrify ever. What in the actual... yeah. Even more fire damage, that's what it was. So, this is only one of 2 of these ridiculous boss fights, by the way. These are Toho slapped on to Final Fantasy V. Yeah. Why are they golems? I don't know. Beats the heck out of me. Let's kill, oh, they wait for a second. I guess they're analyzing. Oh, okay. Let's just, like, destroy Kawakuma before she can do anything? It's Kawakuma. Komeda is like a Danganronpa, I think? I don't actually know. It just says bolt damage, huh? Alright. Let's not let them actually move because of the imbalances in this game. Oh, or not. Everybody knows Patchouli's weak to gambling. Hooray! And that, thankfully, boots us out over here. Patchouli is weak to going outside, that is correct. So that goes into one of these bookshelves. With a donk. And there's also another area over here. I don't want to fight more stuff. Okay, fine. Let's at least... no, that's not a good idea. Let's just try to get out of here. I am also weak to going outside, so I can empathize and sympathize, probably. You're not gonna let me run away, are you, my own video game? Dang it. I wanna. Let me go. That's not an animation for a drain spell. Stupid spider. Alright, fine. I guess it's alright if things break out of confusion whenever they get hit because of the aforementioned problem where they seem to do nothing if they haven't taken their turn yet while confused, and then they get unconfused. Okay, thank you. I think the reason you can hit and then miss and then they die is because it doesn't figure out if they're dead or not until after the second attack. Probably. Next battle I get in, I'm gonna need to try a thing, so I'm gonna save. And actually deliberately get into a fight if I can. This is the East Wing, by the way. Yeah, the balance in this game overall is kind of bad and nuts. So we're gonna use Nova and probably kill ourselves, because I think it's incredibly suicidal if I remember right. It sure is! Alright, sure. There's a heal over here though, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I can also use all the millions of healing items in my inventory. That's a cool animation that I made when I was like a baby, but it kills you, so it's not so very good at it being useful. Divide halves the HP, so it's probably super garbo, but I want to see what it looks like. Hey, it looks cool. It just doesn't work, and it sucks. It copied the sound effect from that attack despite changing an animation. Because video games are good. I haven't tried Petrify either. Because I know that I animated these things somehow. Okay, that's a cool sound. And it works. I really doubt that that works on any sorts of bosses or anything. I could actually be entirely wrong about that. I'll have to try it. The next time we fight something that's actually threatening. Which will happen. I promise that it will. Yeah, that is a good method. Every boss being weak to something or other. Most games just make all of their bosses immune to everything and it sucks. Come on, get to that door. Yeah, alright. This is the part that I kept saying was a part of the game. I hope you remembered your information. It's time for trivia! Every single time. There always has to be this. You have to answer all the questions correctly. If you answer wrong, you have to fight stuff. And we've got Mario RPG's music. See? Told you to remember that. Ceres learns Jewel at 51. This is probably the inspiration for Trivia Travis, you are correct. Because he says the same thing. Shields are garbage because everything's two-handed. Ooh, how many switches were in the waterway? I think it was 5? I'm correct. What color was the rabbit enemy in the first area? It was blue. I remember that one. I love trivia segments for some reason. In case you didn't know that. Expect anything I make to have one of these in it. How many questions have you answered so far? That would be 3. Instead of which question of this, it's how many questions have you answered. Tricky, tricky, huh? What's the minimum number of steps you have to take before you can get attacked by a random encounter? I think it's like 15. Wow. How did I remember that? Here's a horse! These aren't visitor hours! And of course, a horse. What else could the other librarian possibly be at this time in my life, huh? They've got the same names, as the previous boss, but this time they pony. So let's destroy the assistant first, as usual. I think that's the correct answer. Nope, I was wrong. Twilight's the one that buffs in this case, I suppose. Jewel is still better because Spike got weak to it. Oh, that was fast. Alright. I forget what Twilight's weaknesses are. Probably not Pearl, though, if I had to guess. Oh no. She done dodged the thing. She resists fire. She resists lightning. She resists ice. And she resists, I think she just resists magic, period. Which makes sense. I mean, it is Twilight. She's made of it, basically. I'm gonna add an elemental weaknesses whether you like it or not. Apparently, I'm not though. Way to just buff yourself. Oh, she's weak to physical. But not all of it. Okay, that makes sense. She also nulls darkness. Oh. Such a shame that nobody does physical very well in this game, huh? I wonder. Any of that will do anything. It says that's a physical attack, but it actually stole the element from the Wonderbolt, so it's not. Okay. She's already under half. I don't know how I coded that, but nice loop there. Good job. A+. I did lower her to... wait. I think I have to lower her defense again to, like... yeah. Okay, so Twilight's actually hard. Because she hurt. And she not weak to nothing. So there's that. I mean, that helps a little, I guess. Her buffs are going away. That means something. Oh, I could have done that the whole time. Let's do it now, just to see what it looks like. Maybe this will work eventually. I get the feeling it won't. That's what it looks like. Oh, well, we stopped her. I think that's the thing with Joker, is that it can stop anything. Even the things that, well, really shouldn't be stoppable. So yeah. You're gonna null that. So really all I can do is just whack you until you die. Why are you losing attack and defense down repeatedly? I don't think you even had that applied to you. Whatever. You're going down, ponycorn. Yeah. I'm pretty sure 56 is the last level at which you learn anything, so. And thus, we can get to the final boss fight. Hooray! Screen shake effects. Dang it! Let me to the save point, you butt jerks. Ah. Seltzer. How many times do I have to tell you to stop doing that one thing that I programmed you to do? It's definitely your fault and not mine. Ow. I actually think this is probably redundant, because I think there's a heal point through here. Yes, there is. So, we actually took longer this time, but welcome to the final boss of Lode. Id and Ego. I feel like these two are probably vulnerable to something really dumb by accident, so let's try that out. I guess not. At least not immediately. Mirror Ego doesn't exist here, but don't worry, there is a little bit more after this. I lied when I said these were the final boss. This is only phase 1. I don't think it will make up for the lack of Mirror Ego, but I guess that won't work on this one either. Where's Super Ego, you say? Funny you should ask that. Oh, Gamble did nothing again. Nice bug, nice bug. Oh. I forgot sleep was in this game. I guess it is. Oh, they can be poisoned. That probably helps a little. Depending on how poison works, because I honestly don't remember. Okay, it does a large percentage. That's helpful. Good, good. Honestly, Gerard's regular attack is... Oh, you... Must you? Well, I mean, I guess it's fine. Alright, it's a little worse than Jackhammer, actually. Hey, this song actually looped decently. For now. Is Jirod dead? No, he's only mostly dead. Meteorate is... I'm actually still pretty okay with that one, honestly. They don't merge, not exactly, no. I don't think I knew how to do one of those bosses that you have to kill both parts, which is honestly probably for the best, because those are annoying. Is everything just immune to modifier at this point? I feel like that's too smart of a thing to be true for this game. Oh. Okay, it hit nobody. That's fine too. You might notice that I'm trying to, like, get healed up a little. You might be concerned by this, maybe? You'd be right to be concerned if you were. I don't remember exactly what Phase 2 does, but I know I've died to it before. Oh. I forgot that you did that. There goes my plans! Alright, cool. Here's Super Ego, and I forgot about the Freudians. That's good. Here we go. Here we go. Also, hey, this is Final Fantasy V music. Stick with the theme, why don't you, me? Good grief. Oh, I just remembered what the Freudians do, I think. I think they drain your MP. Yeah. Yeah. Now keep targeting the people who don't have any. Oh. Yeah, they are FF5 sprites, that's true. Thanks for waiting, Super Ego. I appreciate that much. Oh, they're really weak. Oh, they absorb most things. Okay, good. That's taken care of. Oh, okay. He's vulnerable to the weakness-giving thingamajig. Ow. Oh, and he uses all of your attacks, I'm pretty sure. I think that's his gimmick. But he's weak to Pearl now, so rip in pieces, I suppose. Hopefully. Oh. Rip in Pearls, maybe? He does look like a Dragon Ball Z character, I think. This is the sprite of Necroprobe from... Oh, ow. From, Final Fantasy V, the Void near the end. Wait. I never used any of my X potions. Those are full heals. Good job, me. I don't know if he's weak to anything, status-wise? Okay, he can be blinded. He was weak to it, but he also nulled it. Because it does so little damage, I suppose. That looks really dumb. I think I really like having a gimmick of an enemy that uses all of your skills for some reason, because I think I keep doing that. So in a way, he kind of is Mirror Ego, because he does the same thing. Oh yeah, you're Bolt weak now too, aren't you? That's fun. Oh yeah, he's weak to Earth. Yeah, this guy can be a problem, but apparently not this time, I guess. Oh. Also, I think he just does everything randomly instead of, like, having a plan at all. So he's gonna get destroyed right now. Congratulations, heroes! Universe have been saved! That's the end. Of course it is. Ta-da! And that was Lode, an RPG I made once. I saved the universe. Yay. I doubt that there's, like, a file date on here. No, since this is all transferred from my old computer, it lists the files as having been created recently, so that's not accurate. Oh, but the exe file says modified November 27th, 2007. If that were true, that would mean that this game is 11 years old. And as such, I was 16 when I made this. Really? Because this was done after Super Coat Pockets Battle Extreme. I forget how old that is. Let's see. No, the files there are not giving me that information, so I don't know. Maybe this one? Nope. Who knows? I feel like I wasn't 16 though. It feels too old. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yeah, I'm 27. Hello. I was born in 1990. It is 2018. It is not yet my birthday because it's November 9th. So, I'm 27 and I will be 28 later this year. 2007 might be when the engine was made. You're right. That could be it. It's interesting that the stream file took longer than the other two. That's kind of funny. I guess I'm flattered that you thought I was younger. That seems like a good sign, I think. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have VX Ace, so I can't like open this up and look at it, I think. Um, hmm. Actually, one of the other ones I was quite a bit after I made it, so I didn't know where to go in the labyrinth waterway place thing. The one with the fastest time probably is right after I made it. You're probably right there. Okay, that's a fun save point. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Oh. If you got the trivia questions wrong, you got a consolation prize, which heals 1% of your health. I forgot about that. What else do we got in here? I don't think I missed anything. Oh, I did. I missed Keen. And Wardrobe. Oh my god, Wardrobe? Seriously? Oh, Jesus Christ. Good gravy grease. Grief. So I did miss something somewhere. How about the other file? I actually got to a higher level this time because I ran less. Well, there's the wardrobe again. So it looks like I only really missed like 2 treasure chests somewhere. Probably in the cave at the start. Well, and with that, that was Lode, a game that I made a while ago. There's probably some good ideas in there, but honestly, I think Super Coat Pockets Battle Extreme is better. So that's kind of funny. This does have a Dwuck in it, and some puns that are quite bad. Sometimes they're bad in a good way, sometimes they're just bad. I didn't really have anything else planned to stream today, so I guess this is a short one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll figure out something else to do probably tomorrow. Kind of want to do some other stuff, but thanks. Hopefully some of the puns made you laugh instead of groan, but yeah. Bye.